Hello guys, welcome to day 10 here on the Advent of Cyber challenge here on TryHackMe, and today we're going to be looking at phishing. Basically, the summary of this room or this challenge is Malta May Ware attempted to phish one of the SOC mass organizers by sending a document embedded with malicious macro. Once opened, the macro will execute, giving the mayor remote access to the organizer's system. So she already did that, but more like we're trying to test it again, test it on her to see if she would actually do the same thing or if she's vigilant again. Okay, now learning objective here is to understand how phishing attack work and to discover how macros in documents can be used and abused, and also to learn how to carry out a phishing attack with a macro. I'll quickly start the attack box here, so and the machine as well, while I read through some of these terminologies as well, so we can get the concept. So scroll to the upside and start the attack box. Okay, so we're starting the machine and attack box, and then let's quickly read up on what is phishing attacks. Okay, now phishing attack is more like the word phishing, but however the attackers in this case are not going for seafood. Phishing works by sending a bait to usually a large group of targeted users. Furthermore, the attacker often crafts their messages with a sense of urgency, prompting target users to take immediate actions without thinking critically. Okay, so one might get an email out of nowhere claiming that they are being charged a hefty sum and they should check the details in the attached email. Whenever you click on that link, you are probably just giving an attacker access to your system. Now, macros, the need for MS Office user can be vastly different. So in the past, macros came about making things easier. Like if you're doing some specific tasks on the Microsoft Word, instead of repeating those set of actions again, you use macros to automate these tasks. But it can be taken advantage of because we can create a malicious code or action using the macros and embed it in the document, and whenever someone clicks on that particular document, they can actually have access to your system. Okay, so the attack plan in this challenge is to create a document with a malicious macro, which we don't have access to a Microsoft system in this challenge, so we're going to be using a tool called the Metasploit framework, which is the MSF console. And then number two, we're going to start the listening for incoming connection of the attacker system, which we're going to also use the MSF console as well. And three, we're going to email the document and wait for the target user to open it. And then the target user opens the document and connects to the attacker system. Once you have access to that, we can control the target user's system and also get the flag. So our machine is ready, and we just hope on to let's start doing the challenge. Let me just continue here. Hit enter here. Okay, let's open up our terminal here. In this terminal here, we could just type MSF console, hit tab, it completes it for you, hit enter. Okay, we're also going to be opening the listening port, so we're also going to need another MSF console. So I'll just do that to save us time by opening a new tab here and also typing MSF console, hit tab to complete it. We're going to use this later once it's ready. So go back to the first one and let's wait for it to be ready. So briefly, while it's getting ready, we're going to run through creating the malicious document. Once we're done, you can read about the macro enabled document and how it's created, and once it's done, we're going to create a listening connection, which is for the incoming connection. And then after that, we're going to email the malicious document. Once you email that malicious document, we get a connection, then we exploit by going through the machine and then get our flag. Okay, all right, our machine MSF console is getting ready, so let's see. Scroll back up here. I don't want to type out the code, so I'll just copy. Once it's ready, the first thing we need to do is to set the payload. So I'm just going to copy this first, copy and paste it here, close. So we're ready. Once it's ready, you're going to see MSF6. So I'll paste the code I just copied, which is to set our payload. Our payload is a reverse TCP payload, so we want to get that, hit enter. Our payload is ready. Next, we want to exploit a particular exploit, which is the office word macros. So we'll copy that. I want to also paste that here. Alright, and I'm going to Ctrl Shift V here and hit enter. As you can see, it shows we are using this when you see exploit and then that particular framework. Next, we want to set our L host. Yours might be different, but once you start the machine, it's going to automatically set it for you here. So just copy the L host, which is the local host. This is the particular machine we'll be using, so Control Shift. It's also the IP address of the attacker, which is the machine we have here, so we'll just paste that here. No, that's not what we're supposed to do. So first I have to paste it here. Control V, Control Shift V here, hit enter. Okay, so we've set the L host. Next we want to set the port. We're going to use theirs, which is 8888. So you can set it to any port you like. No, same thing. I need to paste it here first. Okay, so sorry, let me paste it here. Copy, paste, and close here. And I'm just gonna paste it here. Hit enter. So we'll set the L port. To confirm everything, you can just type show options, hit tab, it completes it, hit enter. So it's going to show you the necessary things. We have our payload option, and we have the thread, yes, it's already been set. L host, yes. Port, yes. So once we're done, we're going to exploit. Okay, hit enter, and it should start creating our payload, and it's going to show us where it was saved. Okay, while it's doing that, let's see. All right, there we go. So as you can see, it has created a macro, and it saved it and stored it in the root.msf for local msf doc. So since we have that ready, the next thing we want to do now is to create set our listening host. Okay, more like set our listener, so you can read about this macro, how it was created. And then next is to create our incoming connection or listening port. So over here you start that again. So we get we're going to be using the multi-handler. So multi-handler, we're going to come here and just use multi-handler. Okay, so we're using multi-handler right now. So we're going to also set our payload similar to the one we did up when we're creating the file, malicious files. So no. Okay, so I'll paste this here. So I do that, Ctrl V, hit enter. Our payload is set successfully. We're going to set our L host. Okay, so once we set our L host here, before I paste that, let me not do that mistake again. Okay, so I have that pasted, and set our L host. L host is set. We set our port as well, similar to the one that was used in our document. Okay, and paste that in here. Set. We have our port set. So next is just to show option, and you see everything, all that we need. We have our payload set. The exit function is to process, yes, everything is set. Now once we have everything set, we can just type exploit, hit enter, and it should start a listening connection for us. Okay, similar to what we see here, it should say something like started reverse TCP handler, as you can see. Okay, so ours is similar and everything is ready. Next we want to email the malicious document, and to do this we need to use Firefox here. So once that is open, the malicious document has been created. All you need to do is to send it to the target user. It is time to send an email to the target user, which is this. Malware has prepared the following credentials. Usually you can see this is how they do the social engineering. You can see socknas.thm and sockmas.thm. Usually that's how it looks like when they're trying to, bait someone. So in this place, what we're copying is the actual IP address. We just need to go to the IP address 10.10.189.48, which is here, to use those credentials. So I'm just going to type that 10 10.189.48. okay, 48. Okay, I'll hit enter and let's see. Okay, we're going there correct. So this is the email system now. So the email here is, I'll just type that in. It says info at socnas.thm. okay, and our password is capital letter M, and we have ERRY, Mary. Phishmas is PHISH, capital letter AMAS, and exclamation mark. Let's just sign in, and not now. So we are in the system right now. So next thing is to create a new message, and we're sending from socnas.thm. We're sending it to Marta at socmas.thm over here. So we have Marta at socmas.thm. Right, subject, we could just say we could just come up with something interesting. Christmas gift, right? Christmas gift, something like that. But you need to be crafty, and then we need to attach the document which we already created as our payload. To attach the document, you click plus sign here and attach file. It takes you here. We want to go to the root, and it's not showing us everything here. You can click Ctrl H and it's going to show us all the hidden files, right? Alright, if you scroll up, you're going to see it here, .msf4. Double tap on that, and under that it was saved on local. So we'll click on local, and we can see our file here, msf.docm. So double tap on that to upload it. Alright, so usually you could craft an email and type in some certain things here under the message. You could type in things like hello love, I sent you a Christmas gift, and in the link below is how to get it. So I sent you a Xmas gift, something like that. Okay, so once you're done, we can just click on send, and once we send this, we will now be waiting to get our connection over here. So we'll wait, and more or less you've sent the email. Now we're waiting for Marta to receive that email, and by any luck and chance, if she clicks on that attached file, we're going to get a reverse shell. Okay, so let's wait and see. Voila, we've started a reverse TCP handler, and as you can see, we get a Metapreter session open. Okay, and if you type ID, not that command, let's see, who am I, if that works. Oh, let me type ls then and see. I'm not sure. Okay, all right, so it looks like ls will list everything that he sees here. All right then, which means we are in the system already. Now let us cd. Let me see if pwd works. Where exactly are we? Okay, we are in the system, Windows System 32. Now I think our file, or I said it's saved in the administrator's desktop. So I'm going to cd ... go back, and cd ... again, go back, our ls, and let me see where I am. Oh sorry, pwd, let me see where I am. C directory. Okay, since they said it's in administrator, so let's go to users, cd into users, I believe, and pwd. Let me ls and see. Okay, here we have administrator, so cd administrator, hit tab, you should complete it, hit enter, ls, and oh, it says administrator desktop, sorry, so administrator desktop. So I'm just going to cd ... go back to the previous directory and cd into desktop, and hit enter. If you type ls now, you should be able to see the flag here. We can cut it by flag.txt, and there we'll have it. Okay, there we go. So copy that there, also paste it here, hit submit. Okay, there we go. We have that correct. So if you enjoyed this task, feel free to check out the phishing module complete. And that brings us to the end of day 10 challenge. I'll see you guys for day 11, and do have a lovely day. Ciao.